I love orcs, which is why I'm very excited that Games Workshop have shown off a new plastic multi-part Warboss. They've also given us some hints to another model, or several models. Not really what I was expecting, but let's take a quick look. So there he is in all of his glory, looking like a proper goth boy. As Games Workshop mentioned at the top of their article, this was released as a leak, which kind of forced their hand, I think, into having to put out an article earlier than what they wanted to. I reckon that this was probably going to be the Monday reveal that they were going to do, and then the little clips, preview bits that they did on the Monday would probably have come the week after, all in the build-up to the reveal show that they have happening at the end of the month. That's just my theory on it anyway. So they're showing off two versions, which I think are both very cool and show a good mix of some of the parts that are available. They have mentioned that there are other parts available which aren't shown in these pictures. This goth variant that they've got has got the traditional horned helmet, he's got a big power claw, and he's also got a combi shooter, which is something you don't see a huge amount of. But he's looking particularly brutal, particularly cunning, and particularly savage. He has the Orky skull symbol right there. He's got a reasonable amount of armor, but not so much that he's a fully armored Warboss. His boss pole on the back though I feel is a little bit weedy for the model. It might be the camera angle, but maybe it's a bit too small and should be a little bit bigger. But then there might be larger options in the kit that we don't know about. He's got a tactical rock, and as someone pointed out on another kind of stream that I watched where they were talking about this, he does look a little bit like a mirror of the Huron Blackheart pose. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I do think that a lot of these poses for the hero models are starting to get a bit predictable. The Bad Moon version, on the other hand, he has got an attack squig that looks incredibly cool. I think that would actually go quite well with my beast snaggers as well if I painted him up to be one of those, and there might be some parts in there that would work with that model range as well. And here you can also start to see some of the differences. There's a different knee pad, there's a different bit of armor over the belt buckle, he's got more bullets on him, and he's got a different boss pole, which I think is a little bit better in my opinion than the other one. I'd still love to see a banner come back because I love banners on models. Bit of second edition coming through there, but I definitely want to see more banners on models nowadays. He's wielding a massive axe, and he's got a different combi weapon because that looks like it could be a flamer underslung on the gun, whereas the other one had a missile. And also, instead of having the helmet with the horns, he's got the iron jaw and the bionic eye. Overall, absolutely fantastic. I've also just spotted that is, I think, a banner hanging off of the boss pole. How brilliant is that? That has made me a very happy Orky boy. And the real star of the show, apart from the attack squig, has got to be the ammo runt, the little grot gunner that is there. Wielding two weapons, he looks like he means business. And we all know that when it comes to being characterful, orcs are a great range for this, but the Gretchen and the grots is where the real humour and comedy comes from nowadays. The article then goes on to say that they'll be doing a reveal on Monday, so let's take a look at what the Monday reveal was. The Monday reveal, I personally was expecting something along the model line. I thought they were going to show off a unit or a model or a codex cover or a book cover. I thought it was going to be, I'm going to say, a bit more interesting than what we got. It's not a bad reveal, but after the excitement of having a plastic multi-part Warboss, it's not quite the hype that I was hoping for. So what we got is 3 little teaser pictures, and it's not clear whether this is all from one model or these are multiple models. My theory, after looking at some of the rumours around the internet, is that these are off of one model, and I think it might be Wazdaka. We've got a cool looking grot. As I said, they're full of character grots, always bringing a bit of entertainment to an orc model. He looks like he's steering or holding on for dear life onto something, And I personally think that that is off of the kind of back part of the bike that Wazdakker's on. We then have a huge power claw. This is their words, not mine. We obviously have nothing to compare the scale to. And then there's some kind of big orc gun that looks like it fires quite a lot of bullets and is described as an orc custom cannon. So we don't really know what these are from. There's no hint as to scale for anything, but it could be multiple models or it could be one. And as I said, I think it's probably going to turn out to be Wazdakker. The article then says that next week there's going to be an even bigger reveal, so hopefully we'll get to see some of the models next week. I'm really excited by all this orky goodness. I love the orcs, I love all the stuff that they do. I'm a big orc collector myself, always have been, always will be. But what do you think of these new models? Let me know down in the comment section, and let me know what you think the free preview pictures are of, and also what you think next week's big reveal is going to be. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.